When students arrived at school this Monday, October 22nd, they were greeted with a new change that had been announced through email Friday afternoon. Door 7, also known as the senior doors, would now be closed before and during school. In response to this, many students have chosen to speak out about their opinions towards this policy change.
I think it's really unnecessary, especially for the seniors who have to leave on their opens, and it causes a lot more traffic in the upper lot. So for the athletes who have to stay after school, well, it's really hard to get a spot unless you wake up a lot earlier and come here a lot earlier before school. So for an athlete, I try to wake up at, today I woke up a lot earlier and I still came here, and the whole upper lot was full. And then it affects my opens by causing me to have to come back earlier, so it cuts my opens down by a lot, so I can't really do much. And then also when you come to the main entrance, it causes a line and it causes you to wait, and a lot of people are late to their first period classes.
At the beginning of the year, a lot of people purchased parking passes with an expectation of a door being open, and now a lot of people are going to get a lot less mileage out of their opens and out of their parking spaces because of it. So I feel like this kind of thing might be in bad faith and might make a lot of people disappointed with the way the school's acting.
My opinion about these senior doors is that I think, frankly, it's ridiculous because it'll make a lot of students late, especially those coming from Carnegie. I park at Carnegie, and so whenever I come to school a little bit later than usual, I'll have to come in the senior doors. But if we close the senior doors, that means I will end up late to school anytime I end up coming in late.
I think it's unfair because they're making this change as soon as it's getting cold outside, and I don't think it's a good idea for anyone, because when it actually does get super cold out, I don't understand how kids are supposed to make that walk when it's raining or snowing. And I also think it's not fair because the kids that take the buses do the same thing every morning when they show their IDs and walk into the school, so why aren't they walking all the way around to the main entrance as well?
I think it's completely unneeded and not that big of a change that's it shouldn't be the school's top priority right now, I feel.
I kind of feel like it's a violation of the students in a way, because we have a door and we're not allowed to use it, especially since it's more convenient to come in through the lower lot through the senior door instead of walking all the way to the main office.
Some steps students have taken to get their voices heard on this matter include boycotts and peaceful protests.
Standing at the concession, plotting his oppression.
Alright, so we're protesting the senior doors being closed because it's a major inconvenience for us.
And we're doing it in a peaceful way, relating to SpongeBob.
Yeah.
In addition, Teagan Jones, Sr., has started a petition that has already gathered over 700 signatures. Meanwhile, other students, although unhappy about the change, are willing to reach out to administrators in hopes of understanding their reasoning behind the new senior door policy.
I guess I would want to sit down with Mr. Vossel, Mr. Aiello, the school resource officer, because in the email they said that it was a potential security threat for the door. So I guess I just want to hear what their overall reason was for it, and maybe just have that a little better explained than in an email came out of nowhere and just kind of stated we're closing the doors, because we think it's a threat. I feel like if someone from the student body, I'd be willing for it to be me, would sit down with an admin, a couple of the admins, all of the admins, and just maybe had a dialogue about what their goal was with closing it, and maybe if there's another compromise or alternative to improve the security of the school in the same manner, but not inconvenience the students as much. Maybe there's some way that we can still improve the security of our school, but maybe not have as much backlash from the students, because I think it's pretty obvious that the student body as a whole is not happy with that decision.
This is Caroline Sun, reporting for Fairfax Student Media.